Hello everyone, welcome back for Game 3 of HappyFeet versus Clutch Gamers. And HappyFeet, they are one game away from qualifying for ESL Hamburg, while Clutch Gamers, the task was already very difficult to try and climb up this hill to force, you know, what would seem like an amazing comeback. They had the draft, they had the tools, but were just outplayed by a very, very passionate HappyFeet. I'm Hades, and with me, my co-caster PQMZ. We're about to witness some amazing Filipino Dota over here. And PQMZ, what are you thinking so far? How do Clutch Gamers, or what do you think they're even feeling right now?
10 seconds. They're probably feeling really, really bad.
5 seconds
I don't think it ever feels good to go 2-0 down in a series. But I think from past experiences, you need strong lanes when you're a game down, or especially when you're 2 games down. So No Stalker is a good way to augment that.
Silencer.
Not so sure about the silencer, but it worked for HappyFeet last game, and they're probably able to run it as a core, so it's not completely unflexible.
Ooh, the Yash Weaver. Alright. It could actually be the Rappy Weaver. The last time we saw Rappy play the Weaver, he had a perfect game. In fact, I like how there's a bit of balance going on between the HappyFeet rosters. That game 1 you had one player who didn't die, game 2 you had another player who didn't die. So maybe they're taking turns, between the cores. Maybe this time it will be.
Oh yeah, they're just choosing who doesn't die for a series.
Maybe this game is Rappy's turn to not die. That's why they give him the Reaver. I actually like their game plan so far, where, like you said, maybe they just have the perfect playstyle which counters Clutch Gamers. Even though Clutch Gamers, they have been playing amazing up to this point. It's just that HappyFeet are just playing better. I mean, not to take anything away from Clutch Gamers. Like you and me, we both said the same thing. We thought that Clutch Gamers had it in game 2 from the draft.
Yeah, but we also said that there's more to Dota than just picking heroes. And the execution, looking back, I don't see like too many major flaws, but it was just like incremental loss the entire game. And they need a way to change that, because so far they've played 2 games, lost the lanes twice. And they lost the game because of it. Like, this is not a team that I feel like you can pick Coddle, let them siege your high ground for 20 minutes and win the game. This is a team that wants to fight you, and it shows with how they're behind. They still try and smoke and make plays into you. So I think they need a lot of emphasis on the lanes this game. Because if they can build themselves up to a lead, we've seen them do it before where they carry it through. So far they just haven't been able to get that far. And they spent a lot of time on that ban, which I think was a somewhat smart ban, but we haven't seen it this series.
I don't think we've seen any of these teams play Omni Knight yet throughout the entire qualifier. And you have to be wondering on Fly Solo. I mean, prior to this series, I think okay, let's just recap. Okay, so looking at Clutch Gamers, they 2-1'd Fnatic. Before that, they 2-0'd TNC. And for HappyFeet, well, these guys, they 2-1'd WG. And afterwards, they 2-0'd Fire Dragoon. So both these teams actually having the exact same score, only having dropped 1 game up to this grand final.
5 seconds
and
remaining.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. And before that as well, let's see, Clutch Gamers, they did 2-0 Young Minds. HappyFeet, they actually seeded higher. So Clutch Gamers coming into this series, they had a pretty good run. But I think now it feels like they're struggling on what they want to do next. Like, they're struggling to adapt. But okay, they pick up the Viper, give it away. I mean, in a way, it's Deny picked to Ben Her as well. Armel on the Viper, he can also play it as well. I mean, then again, it's not a very hard period to play. But still, this will be pretty big. Maybe they might pull out that Oracle Huskar on the side of HappyFeet, like you said. You said, or were you referring to Clutch Gamers?
Already good against that though.
Uh-huh.
And Silencer. Like, I would not want to play Oracle and Huskar. I would look at a Meepo. Not yet, but, I don't think it's something they need to do.
Meepo.
They seem to have been stomping the series pretty handily so far, just by their play. And I like that Clutch go for a hero that helps their lanes. I've emphasized it enough already. And Viper is one of the tried and true heroes. Sits in his lane and generally does very well. And he's got a good roaming hero. And as the game progresses on, he's got a good hero to cover his ass if ever he gets in a bad spot. And so far he's good against the two supports that HappyFeet have shown, unless Phoenix wants to be an offlaner, and then he's still okay, you know? Like, these heroes don't really do that much to a Viper. A bit of control hero there, but now they have a way to remove it with the LC. And again, another strong laning hero.
Could be taking a leaf out of Eternal Envy's book, running the Legion Commander safe lane. You max out your second. Can't kill that hero.
I doubt they max the second, but maybe they put it safe lane.
There is pretty good synergy as well with sieging towers. You know, Viper went to get the Dragonlance and the attack range talent. You use it with Legion Commander, press the attack, and next thing you know, it's really difficult to even stop the Viper because he's just so tanky. He's just going to get free tower hits in. And with Nether Toxin as well, it's great synergy between the two, but if it gets to that stage, of course. So
it's a great hero against Weaver as well, if you can
get the duel.
Deal with the Lincoln. If he does go Lincoln. But that's something they can worry about as the game goes on, you know. They actually need the game to be equal or in their favor for once.
How is HappyFeet gonna draft against this though? I like the Weaver pick still. Timbersaw coming out for Rappy again. So this will actually be Yash playing in the Weaver this time. I mean, Rappy, he did have a great game in game 2. So they're looking to replicate the success, or they could also still give it to Ben-Hur. How do you feel about a Ben-Hur Timbersaw against a Viper?
I think Viper's quite happy with the lane. You just get free farm. When Timber gets level 6, you're under some small amount of pressure. But if Nightstalker or Silencer starts there, yeah, have fun being the Timbersaw. And being a mid-roll, you have a lot more pressure on you to do well than an off-laner. Or a 1v1 safe laner.
Still could be a Rappy Timbersaw, nothing's confirmed yet.
I think it's most likely they have Ben-Hur's hero now. The question is, what do you want? Like, laning against Viper and having the idea that Nightstalker could come and mess with you anytime doesn't leave you too many options if you want to be able to stay in the lane. I could see DK as a hero, maybe? Because that hero just, you know, it does things regardless of what happens in the lane. And then they have these two really tanky frontliners that Weaver and Nixon get on the back line.
Yeah, you've brought DK up a few times. Is it a DK? They actually go back for the Phantom Lancer.
Okay, so way more chaotic, way more split.
Is this really
a
a
lot more
Ben-Hur?
pressure on the Timber now.
Is this a real Ben-Hur Timbersaw? Or is this like a PL mid? This is very awkward.
Mid PL, probably.
Maybe they're anticipating that Armel.
Or Weaver mid. I would guess PL mid. I'm not so sure I like it against Viper, but they picked it. They know what they want to do with it.
I actually feel like the Viper could be picked for JO because the first thing which came into my mind is that they wanted a self-sustaining like safe laner, but okay, looks like it will be ending up to be a Viper mid. JO playing on the Monkey King, a hero which actually gets involved much earlier on. Because I was thinking, like, since yesterday they did pick the Invoker up for Armel, he had a great game that time, and potentially that could have been a hero which comes out and JO could have been picked, picking up the Viper. And then that's where I see Ben-Hur kind of as a counter pick preemptively in case they did end up picking the Armel Invoker. But Monkey works as well, and this will be pretty interesting. So Monkey versus Monkey, who's the real Monkey King here? This is where I find it a bit of a debate. I never thought Monkey King would actually be a real hero. I thought it was like a joke because I thought PL was Monkey King.
Wow. You're the only one, I think.
No, man. Okay, maybe not too sure, but like, at least in
I don't think any non-Southeast Asian person thought that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I could see it, but I thought you were just gonna say you didn't think Monkey was gonna be a real hero because he's gonna get nerfed to the ground and no one's gonna pick the hero.
If anything, I'm complaining that he I'm just like whining, very salty that he needs buffs.
for battle.
Buff Monkey King.
So you can win your pubs and get 5k.
Not like this. Is this where we throw shots now?
I mean, you just open yourself up to them, man.
Every single time.
Alright, so if
I
we're
was
actually
close.
gonna talk about Dota,
We are talking
I
about
feel like
Dota.
Clutch again have a better lineup. As far as that went last game, you could say I was completely wrong. You could say the other team played so much better that it didn't matter. Whatever your take on it is, I think this game, they're more likely to do well in their lanes. HappyFeet have much less early impact on two of their supports, which has kind of been how they set the tempo in the last few games. I don't like PL as a hero in this meta. I've seen it work occasionally, but you normally go like Soul Ring, Treads, sometimes you even skip the Treads, so you just rush a Diffusal Blade. And they don't have the best illusion clear outside of the overwhelming odds. That's like the only spell that actually deals with them. I suppose Boundless Strike as well when Monkey has his stacks, but as the game goes on, unless Monkey gets like a Battle Fury, PL's gonna have a pretty good game. So how do they get to the late game, you know?
Yeah,
How do they make this hero work?
try for the bounty rune steal. Great body blocks coming out from Boombacks. Jules getting blocked extremely hard. He will get an impale onto Bark, but first blood goes to Fly Solo. Boombacks should be dying here. And one more Shikuchi. And alright, Yash gets himself a nice kill. Trading hits, but Yash very, very low. Tangoing up. Ooh, this is
Nice
close.
salvo.
Should be dying to the curse, I
dead.
think. He should be dead, right?
No,
Region? Wow, this is like close to... Oh, wow. Oh, okay, he will finally die. It was
-2, easy.
easy, +4 for Silencer.
Okay, not the best start.
Oh, bottom lane, Jayo. Right. Kill for Rappy.
Poor Monkey, man. This is what you get for picking Monkey King.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I reject that statement.
Well, you can't reject it, dude. It's a fact. That just happened, okay? This hero went bye-bye.
Went bye-bye. Jesus. No, man. He's gonna come back very soon. Just give him like a couple more levels. And we're gonna see
this
the
is
power.
a very good lane for him.
It
he
is.
just needs to be cautious of the Nyx, you know? Like, the only reason he dies there is probably not thinking the Nyx is set and plays a bit over aggressive. I didn't see the kill because I was watching top, but you can imagine how it happened.
I take what I please.
Or Rappy. The Jingle Mastery stacks are piling up, so he actually has to back off. Otherwise, you know, Jayo becomes very, very massive.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Clutch made their lanes in a way that allowed them to get this Monkey against Timber. It's a very one-sided matchup, and it's not in Timber's favor for a change against a melee hero. If you don't know why, it's just because when you hit the Timber several times with Monkey, you actually do damage to him, unlike most melee heroes, and you have a lot of kill potential, and you have the sustain. It's really easy to get the stacks once you get Boots Orb of Venom.
Maybe Ice
Obviously, in
Frog
this case-
doesn't like Timbersaw. That's why he made Monkey King.
That's only one hero though, you know. If he didn't like Timbersaw, he'd just remove all the trees from the map. So you had to buy iron branches to be able to plant your own trees.
Or you pick Nature's Prophet every single game. Oh, that's a nice
That hero's
boundless
banned
strike.
a lot though. I don't know if that's a legit strat anymore. You know, you just ban that hero.
Yeah, it has been banned quite actually every single time.
It's a
So-
very, very broken hero.
Especially with the level 15 talent, right? Like +4 Treants, Rat Dota is real. This-
I think they nerfed the hero when they changed his level 25 talent or whatever it was. But this is a really good kill. This is how they.
Oh, Ben
make their
Hur, they actually
support
get
useful in
Armel.
this game. Like the PL can sustain the lane pressure if he keeps varying regen. And then these two supports need to make some kind of play like that to make the PL feel relevant in the game. Because right now, they can't really like do too much bottom unless the Monkey extends way too far. Are they needed top? Again, not really. So anything they can find, whether it's pulls, whether it's kills, is gonna make a lot of difference this game. to how their early game goes.
Ben-Hur actually forced to walk all the way back to the base. Oh, actually no,
Right.
he's just gonna bottle crow,
He's
yeah.
burying his bottle.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Just Viper things. He's got the lane on his hill, so this is the last space PL wants to go to. And he gets one last hit and loses like 300 health. And he's gonna get his rune denied as well.
Okay, this is a bit delayed, but I'm reading and like someone was saying that PL is a cat.
I mean, I'm not even sure he's a monkey, dude. If you ever played Final Fantasy X, that's the closest I have. But he doesn't have a horn. So I don't know, man. You fight your own lore battles. I'm not helping you here.
What happened to that caster synergy? You're supposed to back me up, dude.
I can't back up a claim that I don't understand.
Oh, we lost, boys. We lost.
It's like the anime thing.
We are the anime duo.
No.
One day.
You just think we are because of anime.
One day. One day, dude, I believe. Oh, Valk actually in a bit of trouble is Yash. Gonna try for the swamp? Nah, he won't. I have faith in you that, dude, you can be saved.
I liked Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid. I probably would still like it, but
That's a
I
start.
haven't seen any of the new ones.
It's a start.
Yeah, I like One Piece as well, but I don't like go out and watch a lot of it. I've got nothing against anime watchers. I just hate the whole weeb thing.
We will convert you one day. We will bring you to the cult of envy. And alright, now Boundless Strike Rappy should be dead. The Curse of the Silent. I think he should be ticking down here. He's running out of reactive armor charges.
Monkey needs to go.
Rappy. Oh no, okay, Boomback's behind the tower. Will get himself that lovely snipe.
So this is kind of how HappyFeet have been winning the previous two games. If you look at the CS chart, their 3 heroes are on top. If you look at the net worth, they're pretty much in the same spot. PL is only up there because of the kill that they got on Viper. And as far as HappyFeet's comeback mechanisms, they don't have great team fight. They don't have great tower push. They don't have great Roche. They have some of these things in little amounts, but none of them are overwhelming. So I think they have issues.
Are scanning for enemies.
Well, Boombacks, he wants to rotate to the mid. He wants to find Ben-Hur.
The bottom though?
Bottom lane, yeah, Jo
Monkey
should
is
be dead. Yeah, Impale comes out, but it's good. Rappy gets himself a nice, tasty monkey kill.
So now they need the kill mid to make up for this. But
They do, but Ben-Hur already doppelgangers to the top. Because the Silence gonna miss Ben-Hur. Now he's gonna turn throw Lance out. Happy to keep bottle crowing. Maximum efficiency, like you said, keeps varying region. And
that's what he's gonna do.
yeah, Viper is pulling ahead though.
Yep. He's always going to get the better trade once he can kind of make PL lose a lot of his health.
This will do.
Just going for the creeps. And this is why I didn't really see the reason for the PL pick.
Man, I'm worried for Jo because once again he is at the bottom of the net worth chart, or rather in the bottom half. Sorry, specifically. Oh, they get a sentry down, so they know there's a ward there. Should be giving it to Ben-Hur. Easy gold. With their Aquila, that's gonna help them a lot more. At least you're spamming spells out into Armel. Always brought it very low, but no real follow-up to kill him off. Bokker's top of the net worth actually against Yash, considering like, yeah, going in now for the Silence. Really want to get the Weaver kill. They have a duel.
Coin for me.
Do they have detection? Can they get the duel out here? Nah. Just taking care of the Swarm first.
Yeah, he's just playing games.
But I think
Pretty easy PL lane though. Sorry, LC lane.
Stains. Gold remains.
the smoke from Jules and Jesse Vash. They want to go behind the tier 1 tower. The Viper's no longer there, but they will find fly solo instead. Impale?
Nice easy kill.
Oh, that's a nice overwhelming odds. Bok with the duel. Should be a kill. And alright, plus 10 for Bok. Great rotation, and that's the start he needs.
I think he regrets the doppel walk or doppelganger or what? Yeah, doppelganger. Good TP, really good TP. And he's having a sick game. I'd be surprised if he goes straight blink, just because he's having such a good game. You can generally get away with going a build-up item, maybe an armlet, maybe even just Shadow Blade to scale a bit more. But if he does get a blink and they can start setting the tempo, then Clutch finally are in control of the game. And they can start bringing themselves back into the series.
Tree dance, they want to go into the Timber Saw, but they did smoke to go bottom lane. Where's the Void? Jules is here, he's going to get silenced up. But this Timber is very tanky. Boundless Strike onto Jules. The Carapace, oh dear, everyone's messing up. But Jules will get cut down. Chakram damage flying out. Jayo going for the optimistic TP out. Do they have enough? Oh yes, the Timber Chain. But Boombacks immediately gets out. So okay, that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. You lose Jules, but they do get the Jayo kill. They're getting more? Yeah, Yash, they're nowhere near done. And Yash getting himself a nice kill. Time lapses out. And that's going to be a 2-for-1 favoring HappyFeet. Ruin?
Good stuff, good stuff. Moving their Weaver is probably the best way to start the comeback train. Thing is, he's poor. At this stage of the game, a few hundred gold here or there isn't that much. But they do need to find a way to keep this monkey down, if they're doing.
Oh. Getting pressured very heavily by Rappy. He has Fly Solo as backup. They're actually bringing the Viper? Oh, no, Viper's just farming in the jungle. But Jayo is here.
They're gonna go for a kill here, I guess.
Into Rappy maybe. Oh, misses the time lapse. He needs a Boundless Strike. Duel coming up. 3, 4, bang. Jayo gets a good kill. Bok gets damage. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Now they do the lane swap. Oh, they're gonna shrine?
Oh dear. Miscom.
Poor LC.
I know, right?
Yeah. That feels really bad. But maybe the LC...
Trying to jump onto Ben-Hur. The Viper Strike was already there. But Boombacks, he's waiting near the shrine, thinking about a nice snipe maybe. Void and the silence as well. Ben-Hur, he's gonna make it to the shrine in time. This is not a good idea. Using the Spirit Lance. Yep, this is not a good idea, but okay, maybe if Yash coming in, this could be a good idea after all. Turning around to Boombacks, Yash still on the hunt. Yeah, not a good idea to find the shrine. Not there to the shrine. And Yash is like, okay, I think we done messed up. Bok has the duel, he wants to use it. We're gonna chase him down, you need to avoid the Shikuchi. But meanwhile, Jesse, Vash and friends, they do get 1 kill with just the middle lane Armel Viper kill. Very big kill.
The Weaver's finding a way to make a lot of space. This hero is bringing them back into the game.
They really want that Weaver kill, but they just can't find it.
Yeah, they're going a bit too deep for it, and the rest of HappyFeet are getting a punish on the other side of the map.
What is Jayo going for this game? He's picked up a Ring of Health.
Battle Fury.
Battle Fury? You're kidding me.
Yeah, you have to against PL. And he's not had the best start, so I think the ability to just fall back and farm a bit while the rest of your team wins you the game. Like, the Viper's having a good enough lane, and he's died twice, but he's making up for it with pretty good CS, and obviously the LC's having a very good game. 12-minute phase boot, soul ring, blink, pretty good stuff. On top of the stick and the
Vendetta, Jules getting scouted out by Boombacks already. Immediate silence into the cold feet proc. Now global silence pops out, and Boombacks will get frozen. But Bok, he is looking for a duel. The Swarm will fly, landing onto 2 heroes. So if they can find the stumps, Boombacks actually falling quite low. He needs to take care of the Swarm Bog immediately. Bok maybe forced to pop that second skill to save his teammate. Yash, okay, time lamps out. Over in the middle lane, Rappy dying. So, you know, Rappy killing. He gets the fly solo kill. There goes the tree dance. Trying to slow Rappy up, but here comes Jesse, Vash, and Crow. They want to go back in. They have a duel if they need to use it. Blink, Bok. I don't think you want to deal him. Is that okay? Fighting into the Wukong's command with the Boundless Strike. Enough damage will be given out. And Bok gains some damage in return. Third duel win. Looking like a pretty good LC game already.
Yeah, considering the lane he's been given, and you can already see how many problems he's having getting the catch on duels, but he has the farm, which is the main thing. He's not just going to be this underfarmed LC that buys a blink and a blade mail and tries to duel a core and kind of trade his life. He's going to have much more impact than that. Or at least he's looking like he will.
Oh, Armel, the Vendetta, and the Swarm slowly hitting this Weaver, the Carapace. Oh, they pop the dust. Silent. Can he get the turnaround kill? One more? Oh, he won't get the time lapse out. And Armel nets an Ice Blast. Armel should be dead. Okay, very nice snipe from Jesse Vash to return snipe. But Bok, immediate blink out, reflex from Bok. Ben-Hur and Rappy, they got close. They got very close. So 1-for-1 trade, slightly favoring HappyFeet in terms of gold change. 90 gold.
They're getting the tower top as well, so it's definitely a win for them.
And now Clutch Gamers, they can sort of pressure a bit. I think you were right about JO actually going for a Battle Fury.
I mean, I don't see a reason for it to be anything else. It's pretty common. Monkeys have started doing it a lot more recently. It just gives you a good amount of damage, a good amount of sustain, and the farm speed is really nice. Because the thing with this hero is like, it's really strong early, so I don't think you need the items to help that much in the first 15-20 minutes. As long as you're getting your levels and doing well in your lane and not getting bullied. And then the Battle Fury helps you in the rest of the game. Which is where the hero generally struggles, is unless you're really stomping the game and you get like level 20 at a good point, you need some kind of item advantage to be able to, like, you know, be a one position. This game, he doesn't have to worry about it so much because he has the Viper and an LC that are going to carry a lot of the load of the team as well. It's not just a Monkey King.
Right, and they're gonna try and finish off this tier 1 bottom lane. Clutch Gamers, they need some map control to take their first tower.
Yeah, that's the only problem they're running into, really. Right now, HappyFeet.
Oh dear, they found Boombacks into the Ice Blast. He's actually gonna walk out of it nighttime. Boombacks baiting them in, and now here comes the duel. They found Yash into the Wukong's command. Actually, not the Wukong's command, sorry, the Tree Dance, and that's gonna be a beautiful kill. Nice duel up here from Bok. And Jules is in some bad trouble. He's gonna Vendetta away. They have no detection.
They have sentries, but Silence is not the hero you want the detection on, unfortunately. He's so immobile. This is what Clutch need to do so that they can stop HappyFeet splitting the map. Because that's kind of how they win. You know, PL pushes one lane, Weaver pushes another lane, Timber pushes another lane. And then they somehow make a play.
But Ben-Hur is looking very big. He already has a Diffusal Blade, he's top of the net worth. Boots of Travel should be on the way next for him. Bok and Fly Solo, they are looking to set something up. They have the duel available again. He's already won 4 duels.
Considering how well the game's been going, that could be a much higher number with a few more misplays or better globals when the Weaver's juking him, you know. But you're not unhappy with the 4 duels so far. And the other thing is, you know, he's been moving around the map. He hasn't been farming. The rest of his team is hitting the creeps. Especially Jo, who nearly has his Battle Fury finished. Just needs 400.
He's having a much better game this time. I'm really interested to see this Battle Fury Monkey King, because this will actually be my first time seeing it as well.
It's the same hero. You know, you fight when it looks good, otherwise you just increase your farm speed.
Oh. Just clearing out the creep wave.
Double damage.
He's just getting out TPs straight to the top lane. Mel as well is having a tough time catching up. You know, he's building towards a 4-staff. He is top of the net worth for his team though.
Yeah, he's doing fine. The 3 deaths now, slowing him down a bit, but considering he's still up there. And this is the hero they're gonna use to, like, take towers. So it's important he has a good game, which he is.
Monkey just picked up his Battle Fury. We haven't seen Bok get involved yet in any more duels. He's just trying to complete his Blade Mail. It is on the way. And top lane looks like they're going to get some pressure up, at least for Clutch Gamers. They are grouping up there. Should be a tower.
HappyFeet want to avoid grouping up at all. Unless they know for a fact they have numbers advantage.
They use a scan. They know that Jules is in the area. He has a Vendetta up in 3 seconds.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, they want to try and get a bit of a push first. They cut the tree, so they have vision on the LC. Oh, they find him immediately. And here comes Jules. Pop the dust. Oh dear. Now here comes the global. This is a good turn. Using the duel. Jules is dead. Armel getting the kill. Actually, no, he got the tower. But Bok got the kill. Now in CPL, Jesse Vash. Good void. And Clutch Gamers, Rappy immediately bounces out. So that's going to be the global silence baited out. And they just go back to split pushing the map again.
That little bit of hesitation from the Knicks just cost them the kill on the LC. I don't think global would have mattered if the stun landed. Like, you could see him cancelling it a few times. Maybe he misclicked the first 1 or 2. But it was only 2 supports in the end. You know, Timber is still able to push out lanes with his finished Bloodstone. The PL, same thing. Just continue pushing lanes, continue building his items. Actually, when Treads this game, which I approve, I think he's going to need the raw stats more than the mobility.
On which hero again?
PL.
Okay.
I don't see the point going BOTs this game when you are going to have to like fight at some point, and BOTs is 2,000 gold for movement advantage, which they're hopefully already going to gain just through the other 2 heroes, other 2 cores on their team pushing in waves. You know, PL needs to be like this really strong hero, and Treads help a lot. The attack speed scales really well now. It works on illusion.
Oh, Bok going for the duel. They found Yash. That was a very nice
Big
duel.
kill.
And you were right about Bok. The duel damage will start to climb up plus 72. And this is a Clutch Gamers I am happier to see.
Yeah, they're definitely looking more like the ones we cast the past 3 days.
And you can tell they are confident. Ice Blast is coming in, so maybe this is where they think about trying to fight here. Jo, however, he has the vision. Ice Blast coming in. Who's he going to land on? 2 heroes, and they actually have to get out. They want to fight Blink. Oh dear, okay, they did catch one. They will be fly solo, but the immediate purge from Bok and the global is there. Do they want to go back in? Yes, they will. They want to go into Ben-Hur, trying to kill him off, but nice doppelganger away. Fighting to the Wukong's command, not the smartest idea. Bok with the Blade Mail up, but the Diffusal Blade will actually burn most of Boomback's mana. No duel from Bok, and they will get the tier 1 tower. We still think about going back in. Jules has the Blink Dagger off cooldown in 3 seconds. Yeah,
this is actually pretty good for HappyFeet.
It is the prolonged fight. No spells there. Ben-Hur gets 1 kill. Spirit Lance flying up. They will fight under the shrine, but looks like they will get the Jo kill. Now they get the duel. They catch the Weaver. Alright, and hold on, Weaver. This is taking very long, but Bok will end up going down to 3 for 2 trade. And now looks like they'll find the Armel Viper kill as well. This is very, very good. And HappyFeet.
DDPL.
Big stuff. And he's going to be so close to a Manta Star. 4 for 1, all for that tier 1 tower.
And that is 1,400 gold for PL. So half of the Manta Star just got done for him. This is where you can just see how they struggle to deal with this hero, and this is why they last picked it.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And it's getting to a point now where the rest of his team, they're not doing as well as they could be doing.
Oh, bottom lane.
His net worth's kicking up.
Jules?
No mana.
He had the mana.
No stun.
Okay. Oh, that was close though. That was really close. And now, suddenly out of nowhere, there is this tension for Clutch Gamers. They thought they had the lead, and now that seems to be gone. After that fight, that's gone the way of HappyFeet already. So they will go for a smoke. They want to try and regain that advantage.
Dire's
They find a pick.
bottom
I'd still
tower is about to flounder.
Could be Jesse Vash.
It's not the hero they want though. I'd still say they have the lead in terms of how they can use their heroes.
Dire are
Sure, the
scanning
gold
for
lead is
enemies.
slightly in favor of HappyFeet, but for the most point,
fuck.
Bucks use their heroes better with less net worth.
Ooh.
So if they're equal, they probably still fight better.
And Yash just
HappyFeet
broke a
need
smoke.
more of a lead.
HappyFeet need more of a lead. Okay, yeah, but that's gonna keep climbing, right? This PL is so big. And did you see that he actually broke the smoke? Yeah, she Shikuchi'd past. He broke the smoke. They put a sentry down thinking it was the next assassin. And they dodged a gank.
That's what they have to keep doing. Unfortunately, he's sacrificing a lot of farm to be playing like this. Like, he's no longer like a one position hero, you know? Timber's always going to be pushing waves in, PL's going to be taking the safest farm on the map unless he feels... I don't think Manta will make him feel safe enough to take like the really aggressive farm. But maybe the item after Manta will, and that will maybe free up some space for the Weaver. But until then, he's on scraps, you know, he's going to be taking whatever lane he can. And it shows it with his net worth. But if he lands a good swarm and he can hit the right heroes in fights, he's still going to have an impact. You know, the crazier he can make the fight, the better. And that's pretty much their game plan. So I'm not really sure what he goes next to help with that. I'd like to just see Boots personally.
Maybe he could end up going to Diffusal Blade first so that he can at least, you know, try to get the monkey, kill Fly Solo.
Diff is a good item.
Yeah, Diffuser's a good item.
Can't argue with it. You could also see just the normal death, so I still think Brown Boots is 100% fine. Like, he has an open item slot, so...
Wow, look at that. Look at how many trees they cut. They want to find the monkey. But over the top, looks like they want to try and fight here. Ice Blast did connect onto 3 heroes. Jules, he has a stun in 3 seconds. He is looking for the initiation. Doppelganger's forward. Blink. Oh, gets a stun onto one. It will be the monkey. Now the global comes up, but Fly Solo already out of mana because of the diffusal. The duel was used into Ben Hur. Can they cancel? Oh no, Ben Hur will die anyways, but Rappy, he needs to clean up shop. Very, very difficult. They already got 2 heroes. They will find a 3rd. And Yash, he will not get a support kill. Not today, not today. He has to TP out. No damage.
A little too deep. And that's the power of global. Even though PL had a Manta, it was just...
Now they go straight to the Roshan. Clutch Gamers. It's good to see.
Comeback is real.
Comeback
Not
is
in
real.
this game, in the series. So this goes to Viper, I guess? The power hitter? Most sense.
Shit? Yeah, it goes to Armel. Hurricane Pike,
And
Maelstrom.
Yeah, Monkey's building BKB as well, so less likely to need the Aegis. He's also tanky as hell, you know, with the level 15 talent. 275 health is really, really nice. I think his talents are half the reason the hero's good, you know.
Yep, 2.1k HP. Very, very tanky. And he's gonna have that BKB up in number 300 more gold. HappyFeet, well, unable to... It seems like they're having a much tougher time for sure closing out this 3rd game. Just so that... How do I put it? Clutch Gamers are definitely stepping up this time because no one wants to get 3 out in the best of 5. So now they're going to try and push, get the tier 1 tower. They have the silence available, immediately breaking the Lincolns. Monkey's in as well. They want to contest this tower. They want to fight. So Monkey... I mean, sorry, PL is busy pushing another lane.
Nyx found them, so they know where the heroes are, they know the rotations, and they can play around. Weaver has his treads finished now, so he's a little more mobile. And the Timber's down to 5 bloodstone chances, which is... It doesn't feel so good, but he does have Yules to at least keep his farm speed up. And it's also really important that he can Yule whoever the LC duels.
Dire are scanning for
Because
enemies.
PL and Weaver are both...
They use a
very
duel, they
likely
do
to kill
catch
themselves.
poor Yaj one more time. And Bok, he's gonna have 100 duel damage. This is an LC which really hurts. And that dual damage is only going to keep scaling up.
Faces a stiff win.
Tier 2 tower.
I would say the later this game goes, the more HappyFeet are happy with it. But they still have this problem where this Weaver's underfarmed, and PL is not the best 1v5 core. It's decent,
Look at Bok.
but you know, they can put so much pressure now for clutch, but the game's probably not going to go that much later unless they really mess something up here.
Well, we shall see. Putting a sentry down, just making sure there's no ward there. They take care of the sentry down outside their base. I mean, they are looking ready to fight. They have an Aegis, they have the BKB on Jo. Slowly chip down Armel, you know?
I think CG into PL is just annoying, so back up, look for another play.
Oh, they want to go for Jules. They found him. Very nice duel. An easy
Very
winner
greedy.
for the Legion commander.
That is pretty obvious sentry. Like, the snap reaction when you see a team to go back is to chase them to see if you can catch one hero when the rest are TPing away. But little too autopilot and not thinking about the situation equals he's dead. And another 18 damage to the LC.
And this is only going to keep climbing up, right? Because you said that this number is probably going to be very, very high at the end of the game.
Oh, it depends how quickly they end, you know? If this game does go for another 30-40 minutes, then I imagine it's quite a high number, especially if he takes the
Night Stalker?
level 25 talent.
They are picking out Rappy. They could think about going for it. They have the Nyx Assassin coming in, though. From the side, looking for the flank.
Yeah, I think they're doing the right thing here. They know they don't have the numbers, so they bail. Question is, do they lose it?
Oh, Jules, he's found Fly Solo.
Rest in peace.
Nice stun, and Jules gets a kill. Rest the duel, however. No Bok, he's gone for the TP out Rappy. Oh no, unable to break the trees. Using the Timber Chain, Boombacks is already out.
That's fine. They lose their silence, so they can lose the tier 1 tower, but they don't give HappyFeet important kill with this movement. If they can get the tier 2, HappyFeet will still be really happy with this, don't get me wrong, it's good for them. But it's not awful for clutch. And they have a BKB monkey, they have a very strong Viper with BKB as well now, so they should be happy to fight this.
Oh, they want to go for the duel here. Yule's up into the air, and it looks like they want to fight. Getting the stun onto the LC, fighting to the Wukong's command. Not the biggest, not the smartest play for sure.
Get out.
Okay, yep, they want to get out, and it looks like Rappy should be getting out here. No way to cancel TPs, and they're okay with that. That's a 10-second BKB gun, and the Aegis expired as well. So HappyFeet actually dodged a huge bullet.
That's perfect for them. Did they bait out both BKBs? No, only the monkeys. So Viper still has his, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. They'll take either or both, whichever they can get. And PL nearly has his Lincolns now, so it's going to be a lot harder to get the catch going. And multiple Lincolns means there's a lot of outplay potential in teamfights.
Jules still hanging around a Jo. Oh, he tried to use the Carapace. He just wanted to mess around with the monkey a bit. Alright, so now we're in this very, very awkward stage of the game where both teams kind of even, but it feels like Clutch Gamers, they're still ahead.
Yes, for sure. They're the ones that control the game right now through the fact they can win a team fight. So the way HappyFeet keeps some resemblance of control is split pushing and forcing them to come back and defend. You know, it's the age-old battle of pushing out lanes versus 5-manning. One team wants to do one team wants to do the other. And so far, the most important here on HappyFeet is getting his game about as well as he could. The rest of his team is suffering a bit, but it is still the PL show, I think. I've never seen Monkey against PL. I have a feeling PL just wins as the game goes later and later. Because Viper doesn't really help that much in the matchup. He's very good at killing the rest of the team though. And he's also very tanky, so it's not like PL can burst him.
Man, just look at these PR Manta Illusions playing with Armel. And they're just gonna farm the gold right in front of Armel. Poor Viper stuck on a cliff. And Bok, alright. Bok. 136 dual damage, plus 7 armor. Man, this guy is beast. And he's going for his own BKB as well. This is really, really good. And I think it's about time. Like, I mean, Bok had a good matchup, he had a favorable matchup. This is the space he needs to be creating. This is the kind of like scaling he needs to do.
And he's actually putting his team on his back with the amount of pressure he's putting.
Yeah, like every time a hero goes to the side, right, he does duels.
Yep. He needs an item that allows him to catch the Lincoln sword, so maybe he forgoes the BKB. But I have a feeling the game plan is not to continue playing this way. It is get triple BKB, get HSGs, and then run down a lane and force HappyFeet to fight you by hitting their base. So I don't think he wants to bring the game into the rat situation. He wants control, and well, his team wants control of the game. And you do that by buying a BKB and running down a lane and being able to win the fight. Instead of playing into their hands, trying to do the split pushing thing. Like, Halbert's still okay this game, but it's not great, so you might look at another way to block Lincolns.
I feel they need tools to deal with, you know, the PL illusions, like a Mjolnir, or just something, like even an Abyssal Blade, so you can just lock someone down. But now Bok picks up the haste rune, he's looking very, very confident in who he wants to duel. There's a Weaver kind of near where they are, but they need to break the Lincolns first. And just look at the way like HappyFeet are splitting up the map. They know that their heroes off. Jules can't find anyone as well, so yeah, they're just gonna keep pressuring up the bottom lane, let them take the tier 2 maybe. Armel is pushing it in, so now they show, and you can see the circles being drawn.
They kind of just need to go. They're giving so much time by not showing this elsewhere. And
using the Manta, immediate TP of a Ben-Hur. And it looks like they will get a tier 2.
They know what's happening, you know. In a pub game, there is some level of doubt of like, are they actually going to send a few heroes back while this Viper solo pushing? In a real game, you generally do that less and less. You know, it's a lot easier to read how far you can go on the map. And you also have more information because your team is feeding it to you constantly. So they trade tier 2 for tier 2 in a situation where HappyFeet also have time to push out other lanes. Just because Clutch were like, you know, they had the Viper showing, every other hero was like here, they weren't hitting towers. They could have just had a hero go top, cut this wave, had a hero go bottom, cut that wave as well, but they played extremely reserved. And I'm not saying it's too bad of a thing, but it's just giving HappyFeet these little bit extra things here and there. And that might matter if it continues happening.
They want to break a smoke here. Oh, they found Boombacks. He used the Hunter in the night, and he's not going anywhere. Now his Boundless trying to try and save his teammate, but Boombacks to purge. Nothing to help him. The Global Silence will now come out. They want to try and fight here. They really used the BKB on Jayo. Rappy. Okay, they used the duel, but it's an illusion. Yash going right now for Fly Solo. The Timber Chain's going to completely miss. Time lapses out. Ice Blast coming in. Connects on 1. Connects on 2. Popping the BKB. Armel will turn around to fight on the Jules. But looks like Ben-Hur's going ham. He's already gotten a 3-for-1 trade here. It's favoring HappyFeet so nicely. But Ben-Hur is really low. Ben-Hur doppelgangers away. Going to dodge the overwhelming odds. And alright, so Armel. Well, he actually died to Yash here. And yes, they will clean up shop. It will be a full team wipe. 5-for-2 trade and HappyFeet. First time in a very long time. They are going to claim this Aegis as well, it seems.
That's how you win Dota.
1900 gold swing.
Yeah, for once Clutch were the ones determining where the fight was happening, and you could see how scrappy their fight was. If PL has like one more item and level 25, I think it starts looking a lot harder for them.
I was like so surprised at how Jules, he was just waiting right there next to that ward, in between 5 enemy heroes. Ice Blast comes in, it's gonna be wasted, but Boomback sits around just to mess around a bit. Looks like they want to try and get killed. They have Diffusal Blades. Alright, so they want to kill Boombacks here. Can they kill him off? They need another Diffusal Blade charge. Yule sets up into the air. Hunter the Knight's completely wasted. Nice Impale. Looks like they actually will find 2. Rappy flies solo. Clutch Gamers are choking.
They are.
And 2 dead again.
I mean, you just look at that situation of what happened and you can see exactly what they want to do. It's like, just stall, buy a bit of time. But they had no respect for the fact that they had no safety net in that. You know, their cores were dead for a long time and they just got ran down and gave them 2 more kills. And the Aegis went their way anyway. So, Aegis goes to the PL, Cheese goes to the Weaver.
And Ben-Hur gets an Aegis.
Gold. So,
Heart?
options I would say are between Scatty, Heart, Butterfly, Abyssal.
For sure, any of these 4 items which you just mentioned are amazing on PL right now. And they're going to give him survivability.
Actually, no, they have too many TPs, so no point.
I would like the Scotty though.
I think Scatty, it feels nice, but I think you want to go one route or the other. Like, Heart is really good for these kind of fights where you can weave in and out a tiny bit and just heal a few hundred between Doppelganger disengages and then go back in.
If that's the case, wouldn't you want a Blink Dagger? Would you consider Blink?
No, because it's not about his mobility, it's about his health pool, right? Like, you saw how when the Viper actually found the right hero, he melted. And he tried to disengage a bit. So if he can do that, I think Heart is a good item, but...
Okay.
You could also just argue the Butterfly for the exact same reason, because then you don't have to disengage and you do more damage. And if they happen to find like a good fight here, then I think they...
Oh, Jules! Hold that thought, going for the duel immediately, but here comes a nice Ice Blast onto 4 heroes. Fighting under the Shrine, not the best idea. And the Global Silence Ben-Hur gonna Manta dodge it right now. He needs to get out, he has the Aegis, this is where they need to fight, but I'm not sure how. No Wukong's command. Multiple heroes caught by the... Alright, Ben-Hur, he's gonna try and man up here. Rappy, block, alright, Ben-Hur actually looks like he will die a second time, he's dead. Rappy standing in the front, but the Viper hurts like a truck. Boundless Strike and Rappy is dead. 3 heroes dead, 4 for 1. And Clutch Gamers have found some control back into this game.
I mean, like, sure they had an Aegis in cheese, but they're fighting under a shrine into a choke point. That's how you, like, throw games. If they went like this way, or you know, like this way maybe, you know, both choke points are bad, but like they just went exactly how Clutch would want to take the fight. Because they were so overeager, they probably felt like they're in the driving position finally in this game, and now they're in a hole again.
I agree, it felt like they were a bit overconfident, and now Buck, you know, he's got tons of deal damage anytime a hero shows on the map. I think he gets himself a very easy kill here.
Yeah, if it's not PL or Timber, and he has someone to break a Weaver link in, he can kill Weaver, Nyx, AA really easily.
Well, he's going for a Halberd, so if you're the Weaver, I don't want to be the Weaver this game. Legion Commander walking around casually with 154 deal damage. Level 25 Talon on the way. Yeah, that's not fun.
I'd like to say you take the Pressy attack, because it's so good for Seizure.
It is.
But it's very mana intensive as well. Like, you kind of need a Lincoln, an Orchid, or something to sustain it. And the dual damage takes 2 or 3 duels for you to feel like it's actually doing something. Okay, 40 damage is nice, but if you're winning, 1 duel isn't going to suddenly make you win that much more, you know? And his problem is getting the duels more so than getting the kills in them. But we'll see. They might feel like this game has the potential to go on a while. You know, they're 2 games down. That they have in the back of their head that this game could go late, and then they need to be able to win late because they don't want
Jules!
a game where they choke.
They just picked up the
That's
gem.
gem.
Another 18 dual damage going to Bok.
He has 9 deaths, man, and I think most of them are duels.
Bok's
You
just
can
been on his
understand
case.
his game plan, you know, trying to scout out the
Mhm.
map and see what happens to give his team the information they need to be able to split.
But now you can't do that
But
because with the gem, it's really hard.
Yeah, and he's just giving damage away at the same time, so it ends up being a favorable trade for CG.
This is a good item pickup as well. With the gem pickup, it means it's easier for them to find out where Yash is. They don't need to always buy sentries. It means they can control the map better. And you look at their vision across the map. They have the river ward. They have a nice deep ward. I mean, given that HappyFeet has somewhat decent vision outside their base, but I'm not sure. Like, I feel like the Weaver. Okay, now that he has the MKB and the quick buy, maybe it's gonna help him get a bit more damage output. This game can still go either ways because we're 44 minutes in, but the gold lead is
Late game
barely
is
in
approaching.
favor. PL's going for
And
butterfly.
late game Dota, we saw, if anyone watched the Fnatic game we covered the other day, you know, that game was...
This will do.
It could have been over at like 35 minutes, and then there was a 30-minute shit show at the end, you know? Late game Dota is a beautiful thing to watch, because it's, at times,
Nothing
so
will stand in
retarded
my
and so
way.
unpredictable, that no one can understand it.
More or less, especially since this is, you know, C Dota.
I mean, I didn't want to bring that bit up, but, you know.
It's okay, I'll do it. I'll tank it this time for you.
Radiant are scanning for
They
enemies.
have some very inventive ideas.
So, Radiant Scan
and
gonna be
sometimes
used.
very YOLO ideas.
Not so fast.
Sometimes it's the same thing, you know?
Uh-huh.
It's inventive and it's YOLO. And then it loses them the game. Or it wins them the game. You never know.
High risk,
It's
high
beautiful.
reward. Everyone's just inspired by envy.
I don't think Envy inspired anything in this region personally. I think they're just all crazy.
You've been looking at Reddit, haven't you?
No, I've just seen the games enough firsthand to know that they're just crazy.
Alright, so...
And they're passionate as hell as well, so like when things run high, you know, suddenly you might not be thinking so logically and you're just thinking, yeah, let's go. Like when they got that Aegis, right? If that's... I'm just gonna say like EG, Liquid, some team like that, they probably take a more controlled approach, but maybe these guys are like, yeah, we can do it, let's just go, we have an Aegis, go this way. Let's go kill them all. And they're probably using very different words than that, but you get the idea, right?
I do. So meanwhile...
And that might be why. And PL's just about to hit 25, he's about to get his butterfly, so he's about to have a pretty big power spike.
And Clutch Gamers,
And
alright, the
if he
ward.
wants to, we'll go buy back.
Yeah, now they're smoked up. They've pretty much been discovered. But HappyFeet, they're happy to charge down the bottom lane. They go for a trade. They say, you can trade, we can trade. We're gonna force them back.
Bottom tower is about
You know, PL's happy
And
for
if they
that.
go back in a bad manner, then they can punish
Tower
it.
has fallen.
Yo, they're gonna get quite a lot of siege damage into this tier 3. It's already 1/3 of his HP down. Bok looking for some love with the duel. But everyone backs out and the waves were reset.
So I think the gold from the tier 2 is pretty irrelevant at this point, so just having the damage on your base is probably HappyFeet's win.
I mean, I wanna...
And the more time as well, like Clutch ideally, they kind of want to transition that tier 2 push into the base, but they had no option to do that because they would have traded. And HappyFeet are more than happy to trade.
This is also
And
where
now
I feel like
PL
the support
finishes,
difference, like, if you look at the network support difference, Jesse Vash has a Midas. He is going to scale much better compared to the supports on Clutch Gamer's side. So you see, they already geared up for the late game. They were prepared. Yeah, just well, you know, MK
That was their
being
game
inside.
plan, you know?
Yeah, I think it was because that's why they picked the last pick the PL, right? And Jules, despite knowing that LC has a gem, he's still walking around very YOLO.
Maybe a bit more calculated than before, but yeah, I think a lot of it just comes down to the fact silence without items is a pretty garbage late game hero unless you can time your ulti to the point where they BKB or whatever, and sometimes you're ranged creep, sometimes you're game-winning hero.
For the PL level 25 talent, do you think the strength is better than the 600 Phantom Rush range?
Yes, always. This hero is a stat whore, you know. Everything this hero wants is stat based. The rush range is kind of irrelevant, I think. It's good at chasing, but there's no point being able to chase if you can't like stand there and fight in the first place, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of these engagements, he's going into them. Like if we take this shrine fight, he stood there and he fought the entire time. If he has more health, then he doesn't have to run away from the Viper. Same thing with this situation, you know? He was running into them and they were just stood there and fighting. So the gap closer doesn't make too big of a difference this game, I think. Question is, what does he go next? I feel like a Basher is probably the way to go. Because there's no point being able to do all this damage if the other guys can just do it back to you. And maybe more of it, you know? Monkey King's getting to a point where he can get a big damage item now. He's got his utility items, his survival items. Now he just needs some damage to go with his 25 talent. He's already critting for 1.3 without the stacks.
That's a good way to deal with PL illusions, actually. But middle lane,
maybe.
might be seeing a fight here. Fly Solo getting harassed by PL illusions.
Monkey also has a cheese, by the way. So
Yeah, he does. I saw.
Isn't in his inventory at the moment, but he has it as available to him when he wants to swap his TP out. I mean, to be honest, okay, so it's probably MKB. Well, I was gonna say whatever the monkey gets, as long as it's damage orientated, I think it's good. But you know, Timber also has a halberd, so MKB makes a lot more sense because it's not just for PL.
I mean, Jayo's hitting like a truck
And
already.
Viper's, yeah. Same with the Viper, you know, like they're both on top of the net worth as well. And Viper nearly has his own MKB. He's just being extremely cautious right now and not buying it.
Oh, they know the Viper TP top. I think this is where they want to fight right now. Look, they're leaving the
They
base.
have a really good ward, so they know they can get out. They just need to hit this timing where they have double MKBs, and if they can find a fight, I think they're good.
And as the PL, how do you deal with that? Like, after you get rid of the Aquila, do you want to go into a heart? Do you said Abyssal, right? Is it Basher?
I think so, yeah. And that helps you a lot with the chaos and fight aspect. It helps your Weaver and Timber be able to focus down a hero when you catch them out. You also have a way, if anyone buys Lincolns, to, like, you know, break it first with Diffusal. He still has 8 charges on his second.
Oh, and they're charging straight to the bottom lane. They might be able to find a duel. Ben-Hur, get out. TP.
Yeah, he's Gucci. Very, very close.
Really close.
This Night Stalker not going for an Ags has it's probably helped him in the fights a lot, but when the game comes down to movement and how little he's farming now, you can see the like want for the Ags right now.
And that's why he's going for it next. Roy Hunter the Knight. He will take care of the Observer Ward, so some vision being denied to HappyFeet. Top lane Jules still trying to rat, and this is where they just keep pushing in the side lanes.
Please buy your MKB. Send the chicken this way and buy your MKB. Please, dude. Please.
Maybe he doesn't need it. He's just gonna get like a, what, 10,000 Mionia procs. Using the Solar Crest. Oh, that damage though, really scary. Weaver really hurts. Right, so Yusup's up into the air, looking for the duel. Maybe Rappius is the only one standing the front lines. Everyone else not really showing. They have positioned themselves in a very, very nice spread up position. And Viper might actually get caught out here. Nice purge. He's going to be okay. Carapace.
Meanwhile, top lane.
Yep, top lane getting rat. They want to keep them there. And they take the tier 3 tower. HappyFeet. Are they actually about to do this? They're forcing them back. Armel might get caught out. Bok actually TP's back, but this is where they actually lose the Aegis. Oh no, they're not. Okay, they're coming back in. They're popping the BKB. Nice boundless strike on 2. Yusuf up to the F, the Nyx assassin, and actually they're gonna get the Yash kill. Wow, Gem is on the floor. And no buyback. Rappy also should be dying here. Yes, but it looks like he'll be forced to buy back by top lane. PL, he's gonna get the melee backs. And they're happy with this.
Is he?
Is he?
No, he is.
He's about to go back in. He's going for it. Popping the BKB. He doesn't know what to do. But over the bottom, oh, this is so intense. Bok actually being forced back by the illusions. He gets a full lane of racks, and now they have to hold the base. They already took the tier 3 tower down. Looks like they will lose the melee for sure. Ice Blast coming in, gonna connect. Actually, no, Force Staff out of it. Right, Yusup's up.
Right, PL is back.
They have to fight. They have to fight. PL, this is ready to go. Maybe not. Okay, now PL is TPing back. Coffee proc. They found the monkey. Monkey should be dying here. Oh no, the cheese! Very nice use of the cheese. And this is where the buybacks galore come out. They want to try and get this Viper. They're going to chase after him. I think they should be able to. He has no mana. He's not able to do anything. Nice boundless strike on 2. Armel getting caught. And Armel is dead. He does hit buyback though. So very, very even.
And BOT if you want to.
Fly solo. Well, looks like Fly solo is a dead man. Very even trade.
I think overall Clutch will be quite happy with that if they can keep their buybacks, just because the Timber was forced to use his. Considering the situation though, HappyFeet definitely made the best of it. They just need like their Weaver to have a buyback or one like defensive item to save him.
He is going for the Hurricane
situation. Yeah, if like the AA has a Force Staff or the Nyx was able to force him or something, then he lives. But Nyx went for a Lincoln. Which is it's doubles as like a greedy item where he can move a bit more around the map and not worried about getting insta-dueled, and then you can double link into your core, which helps a lot. PL has his mini basher as well now. Doesn't quite have enough to finish the full abyssal, I don't think, without buyback. It's close, but not quite there.
Yeah, he is saving up it. Well, Silencer just bought a Force Staff. And they are forcing the issue. They want to try and maybe get a buyback out. They should be able to get a tier 3 tower. Nice boundless strike. Ooh, very, very scary. And I mean, also, not only just Rappy who bought back, but it was also the AA who bought back. And they're getting the nice stun initiation to Jo. Ice Blast comes in. It's going to clip, but the BKBs. Yeah, there's 2 BKBs. Viper. Well, here comes Ben-Hur back into the fray.
Tower and bar.
Jules getting the stun. Oh, Jo's in trouble. Jo's dead! Okay, looks like they actually will force the buyback out here. We have Monkey King buys back, and Global Silence should have been used. HappyFeet, they're happy. They already got what they wanted. Bok looking for the duel. Should be able to get it, but the Helmet is there. Oh, very nice usage of the Helmet from the Timbersaw. And HappyFeet, they got what they wanted. They immediately get out. 2 BKBs, 1 buyback, tier 3 tower. Very, very worth it. HappyFeet. Such a favorable trade.
Yeah, and now Abyssal comes out, so they have a very clear win rate, a line to win the game now. They have the Abyssal on PL. He can probably solo the Monkey if he gets 1 bash. If he gets any kind of help from his team when the Monkey's locked down. It's the same thing, right? Like, they have a press the attack, which is on a longer cooldown because the LC took the dual damage, and that's okay. They have 1 Force Staff on Silencer.
Oh.
Ben-Hur's probably, Armel's probably keeping it for himself a bit more, or it might be used more regularly than the Silencers. So I wouldn't rely on the Viper's Force, but Monkey is the target now.
And they already scanned it out. Great scan usage from HappyFeet, and they know that Clutch Gamers where they were taking the tier 3 tower already, and we are approaching the 1 hour mark. It's really close. PL, this is his time to shine. What's his next item? Do you think he puts the BOTs into the backpack, buy another item? Do you want to get a heart? Maybe even a Salkuras just to help your team tank up a bit? Do you want to go into like a Bloodthorn, a Hex?
I don't think Bloodthorn's so good against the BKBs because the fights are still pretty short. I like the idea of just buying a heart so you can swap out an item and siege, but I don't think that's the most relevant thing. That's more like, in an ideal world, this works. To be honest, Moonshard or BOT2 are the things that come to mind the most, because his inventory is extremely useful. None of these items are things he wants to swap out. He might be able to get away with like linkening himself and then swapping it out with a Lincoln from his Nix as well. But that's a lot of micromanagement as well. And late game, you want to make the game as simple as possible.
Yeah, chipping into the Meteorax. Bok going in for the deal. He is very quick at that. Ice Blast coming, nice Yules. Oh, he looks like Yash is dead. No buyback on him.
No buyback.
But Boombacks, is he about to die? I think so. The Illusions are chasing him down. He's going to find under the shrine. Actually, they do get the rapid kill. 2 heroes down. No buyback on either.
They might not know about the Weaver though, because they don't see his item on... Oh wait, there wasn't anything on the chicken. Never mind. But yeah, they might not know if he doesn't have buyback.
But they could be trying to force the issue.
10-second BKB, so...
Hold on, Rosh is up. I think they could be playing around Roshan. They could just go straight to Roshan and they have time.
This will do nicely.
Do you want to do that? You know Timber has no buyback. Yeah, Rosh is the safe play for sure. But the nice thing is they can do it with like one of their cores, and then the other two can maybe push out lanes or look for a play. Elsie's actually going Shiva. Wow.
Probably getting rid of the blade mail.
Yes, yeah.
And I think at this point they probably gonna give the Aegis to Jayo, seeing as that he's the one with no buyback. He used it earlier on.
Yeah. He's definitely the Aegis holder. They left the cheese.
Bok gets it.
Gonna claim that. And now we're at a point where 6th slot is the least of their worries. Now it's what items do they swap out.
I just like how Jules is casually farming in the enemy area.
Yeah, he's playing pretty ballsy, but it's working. And, you know, he doing things like this where you just stun and mana burn. It's a mental thing. It doesn't do much in the actual game, but it is a mental thing. Because a lot of players think like, how do we let this guy do this? You know, like we have control of this area, or we're winning the game, and things like that. He's about to get 25 because of all of that. And if he can carapace with the talent, the monkey Q, then he's going to lose half of his health. I don't necessarily think the movement speed is that good. But, you know, carapace is also minimal this game.
I think carapace could always be the turning point. Like, so far, like, he's the one going in, right?
Yeah. It's just that the return damage is generally more likely an auto attack or a DOT than anything big. But the monkey hitting his Q is like that. The chance he gets that, because it's quite choreographed in fights as well, it is definitely worth it. And he does take the carapace damage, so now we get to see.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, officially past the 1 hour mark.
This might be good.
Might be, they might find Jayo. They're going straight for Armel, the really tanky target, now fighting the Wukong's command. Ben-Hur needs to get out. Ben-Hur, doppelgangers away, running to the north, but looks like Ben-Hur's dead. He has buyback though. And they're going to chase. Who can they find? Timbersaw pushing out the lane.
That's such a free buyback. They can just go, you know. Monkey could do with healing from this creep wave, which he's gonna do. Let balance, and time to go.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Weaver tempted to go on to fly solo. He's actually going to cut the creep wave, and he gets the courier snipe as well. Nothing on the courier. That's going to be a Shiva's guard completed for the Legion commander. Man, this is a really intense game. For now, for the first time, though, clutch gamers actually have a 3,000 gold advantage, but you know, who cares about gold at this point, right?
Nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing at this point.
They have a dead hero.
Going for the duel. They want to find Yash. They actually get the duel.
Oh my god, that is so sad.
Not like this. Full disconnect on the entire team. What is... Okay.
That might explain the Weaver not time-lapsing, but...
Alright, so what's
The game was definitely slipping out of their hands.
so what's gonna happen here? You know, you can only imagine. What is gonna happen here?
He has no buyback, so it's game over. I believe.
You're gonna
I'm
need a
not sure
miracle.
they can hold with a PL buyback.
You need a miracle from this PL right now.
You need an admin to say the game is null and void because of this. That's what you need.
That's not happening. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they need. You asked, I answered.
Alright, so waiting for
Very
an update.
anticlimactic.
Indeed. Not the way you would have wanted to end this game 3.
It's better than disconnecting when the phone's going down, right? As a caster.
Well, okay, looks like they're all still offline. I think their internet actually just kicked the bucket.
They're obviously on a LAN somewhere, so wherever it is, their internet died.
Well, I wonder what's gonna happen
Hopefully
right now.
it's back soon. Because I don't think it's good for a series in any way, shape or form, whether it's players or spectators, to have a break. You lose a lot of flow. Like this game, now the Weaver's Jordan has no buyback, it's kind of over. But if there's like a half-hour break or something for their internet to come back, then you kind of lose a lot of the flow of the series. And you know, I don't think any of us as casters or viewers want a break either. You know, a forced break.
For sure. But okay, now we're now gonna have to see what the admin's decision is. I'm looking in the Discord, just making sure that if there's an update coming out from these guys. Are we gonna wait a while, just so that HappyFeet might be going to a LAN? Because yeah, I'm looking at Jules. He's still offline on Steam, so this is going to be quite a bit of a break, isn't it? So, oh, they're back. Slowly, surely they are coming back. Okay, just kidding. We're getting trolled. Whew. What is happening? Did someone just kick the power? Did someone kick the router?
I don't know, dude. Maybe someone's dog chewed a cable.
If that's
Now
the case,
dog
I
has
think
to go to hospital.
if that's the case, I think they're gonna kick the dog, not going to.
What the hell, dude? You're advocating animal cruelty on a stream?
I'm not the one who used inappropriate language early on.
It's Dota 2, dude. I could have used way worse language.
Can I try and bait you into examples?
Pillage and... Everyone knows the term.
Right, I'm sure. Okay, so
If you don't, then, you know, I'm sure you can Google it.
whew. Alright, so this is going to be really sad. I'm pretty sure like the moment Ben-Hur came in, this is where they just disconnect. And if you're these players, it's unethical, but I'm pretty sure like they're probably discussing among themselves right now as well. Like, what do they do? Like, how do they play against this? Is there any scenario in which they hold the base? Because like I said, Viper, you swap out the travels, you go for these items like Heart. This guy is 3700 HP. Maxed out corrosive skin, he's got plus 20 armor, he has... Holy shit, he has plus 40, he has 42 armor. How do you kill this Viper? You can't. The PL alone is definitely not enough. You need the Weaver to pull out some hard DPS. He needs to pull out maximum DPS. And even then, that's still not enough. Because you have to worry about this Legion Commander who basically has rapier damage. And then you also have to worry about like this Monkey King, who hurts like a truck. And he has an Aegis. How do you deal with this?
You type GG.
The only way I see it is if, you get an amazing Ice Blast into stuns. You need to chain some heroes down perfectly, but that's just the best case scenario. I'm like, at some point someone's gonna say I'm delusional, just for thinking that.
I mean, you've got to come up with some entertaining statements for the viewers, right? So,
Look at Yash. ...
Can you translate?
What, you mean sinumpit moko besi?
Yes.
I don't know, isn't that something like what, your best friend or something like that? Didn't Black do a skit according to that?
I have no idea, man. But I wouldn't be surprised if they unpause and the game is basically called at this point.
Feels bad, man. Feels so bad, man. The buyback comes out. Blackout. Alright. This is a whole new level of match fixing right there, man.
Is it match fixing?
Someone from Clutch Gamers actually went over, kicked the power, and that's how they got that's the only way I see it. Nah, I'm just kidding.
That's not match fixing, that's sabotage, man.
Sabotage, okay. I got that right. But now they pop the BKB, they want to try and kill this tanky ass Viper. Ben-Hur is going in, probably a bit too aggressive. He doesn't have buyback. What is this guy doing? He doesn't have Doppelganger as well. He's going to pop the Manta style. He's going to dodge a couple of attacks, but they are going to chase Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur, what are you doing? Okay, 50 seconds. They need to hold on for a while more. Nice halberd usage. Another buyback out from the Viper. They already cut the Viper. Okay, that's a good step.
Yeah, but
and he's TP'd in. I'm pretty sure you lose this lane of Rax. Regardless, you're losing this lane of Rax. Nice duel. Carapace is there, but this is Jules dead. He has buyback. He's probably going to buy back for this. That's going to be 2 lanes of Rax down for sure. And Clutch Gamers, I mean, they haven't exactly won the game just yet. If anything, HappyFeet. Now this is where they want to go back in. Ben-Hur needs a bash. Needs to abyss onto Jayo. They need to kill Jayo off. And alright, they get the boombacks kill. That's a good way to start. Jayo's dead. They could have even to kill him the second time. I think they should be able to. Jules picking up the gem. And there we go.
Well,
come back.
Shows you what I know. I think how they went in with the PL was extremely risky, but it obviously paid off because now they managed to hold a range Rax, which, you know, basically means nothing, but they last until their Weaver's up again. Problem is, every fight he's been called without buyback. So if they can slow the game down a bit and get him buyback money, maybe they can. But I don't think they particularly want to slow the game down, because right now, you know, there's a dead Monkey King. You can force him to buy back. PL has BOTs ready.
Oh, Yaj. Woohoo! Now he's going to turn around to try and kill Bok, popping the BKB. Can we get a lucky MKB proc in, maybe?
Doesn't work.
Doesn't cancel TP anymore, the mini bash?
It doesn't cancel BKB.
Okay.
Thank God, because that was broken. That was the most tilting thing ever.
But look at LC.
DDPL. So this is probably a Rax, unless the Monkey wants to buy back to defend it. I don't think
Jules
is
Jules steps up into the air. He'll get the stun into Bok. Global Silence comes out. This is where Jayo buys back. No buyback on Jules. I'm not sure what he was doing for that play, but they're gonna get the melee backs and they will get out. They want to try and fight here. Rappy, does he have buyback? Yes, he does. Yes, yeah, he's definitely dead. And Bok with 404 deal damage still cannot close out this game. Holy
60 seconds. Maybe he doesn't have to buy back.
Maybe. But PL is pushing out the top. Reverse really
working his way bottom. They need to do some play where they cut the wave or do something.
LC, he is tempted to go in. But he won't find anyone.
For the effort.
You know, this AA is actually... He's going to start scaling amazing if this game drags on like later on. Like,
he has an E-Blade if he wants it, which I think he should just buy.
I think he wants to save for buyback. Ice Blast is too big of a spell to not have in those team fights.
I feel like he's going to have it, and he's going to die when he's used it, you know?
Alright, tier 3 tower. I mean, it's just 404 deal damage, right? It's just 404 deal damage.
But that's a BKB.
It's a 5-second
30
BKB.
second window. Yeah, I don't disagree with the choice. I'm just saying, like, if HappyFeet could have maybe thought so. But they don't have their nicks, so they don't want to overextend.
Sustains, gold remains.
And now they're smoked up, so maybe they can get a catch. But I think Roche is going to come down to, is it the 3rd or 4th kill?
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
I'm actually not sure.
I think 4th.
Invisibility. Dire's middle tower is under
So
And Weaver finally has buyback.
what's his next item though? Like you probably want to swap out the treads. What do you go for? Do you want to go into a Daedalus next? I think Daedalus is his next choice, right?
Darkness.
Like Rappy as well, you're probably thinking
AC.
AC on Yash?
Butterfly is no point really because of the MKBs.
And now the Assault Cuirass comes out and the Legion Commander is just maximum armor stacks everywhere from both sides.
Yeah, I think the Weaver needs he needs a bit of armor somewhere, because like if ever he gets caught, he's dead right now. Maybe a heart instead of AC, but AC at least has some offensive component, and it helps your PL, who has a Moonshard by the way.
Alright, so they did smoke up, but it looks like it didn't yield anything. Clutch Gamers, they're just hugging their base right now. They just want to make sure that, I mean, the lanes are somewhat favorable for them. Bottom lane is pushing in after all. Middle lane is in the center. They pop the darkness. Let's see where they want to go.
E-Blade. I like.
Oh, you mean the AA?
His job is not. Yeah, it's not his job to save buyback and hold the game by him buying back. You know, his job is to save his course. And if he's not going to buy a Force Staff because of duel being the main reason people die, then E-Blade is the best answer. Even though it is a lot more expensive, he's managed to get it through his Midas and GPM talent.
Okay, so whew, I'm hoping to see that level 25 talent come into play. The 100 chilling touch damage. Oh,
I don't think you ever take that.
really? But I think that'd be pretty sick with the Geminate attack on Weaver. Like, he just gets multiple hits in. That's a free 400 damage. And not to mention with the items he has, I'm pretty sure at some point he's gonna consider like a Daedalus. You said Butterfly. I still feel the Daedalus is a pretty good item here on
I'm sorry,
Weaver.
I said Butterfly's like no point.
Oh, okay.
The MPDs. So he needs some kind of pseudo item. I feel like he needs to be able to survive a bit better, and I still feel like he needs a bit of damage. Thing is, if you go like a full damage item like a Daedalus, if you ever get caught, then you're not doing damage, and you're not surviving the jump. I don't know if you survive it with a heart or an AC though. That's the problem.
An AC would be pretty
Whatever
good,
he goes with, I'll defer to, because this game is about feel and what he has been experiencing this game and how he feels he should deal with it. But the item he's dropping is definitely his treads.
What about the
In
PL?
Hurricane Point, he's just like, there's no point. A PL?
Oh, he's already maxed out, isn't he?
I mean, unless you want to buy a refresher, then you probably get your Weaver and Moonshard with his money. BOT2 is nice, but
They're picking out the Weaver. They want to kill the Weaver. All hands aboard to catch this bug. They need to squash the bug out.
they're gonna get the other bug, I think.
Next assassin.
Yeah.
Yep, the gem. Carapace. Stun. Right?
Leave him, leave him.
He's-
Leave him, please.
And the duel. That was the gem.
Yeah, I think they have about 3 or 4 gems at this point. Night Stalker has one, there's one in base, Silencer has one, I think there's one on... Yeah, the chicken's gonna go pick this one up. So they own 4 gems at this point. And I like the fact they're actually holding 2 of them. Because normally you put gem on one person, but this late into the game, you need as much coverage as you can when it comes to the Nyx and the Weaver.
Yash going straight for the range racks. But they are charging in the middle lane. They will take a range of their own. Bok. He's taking buildings like I eat rice. So, okay, there we go. 3 hits, down he goes. And Nyx Assassin will buy back, but that's the Mega Creeps. They will have to play against Megas. They want to go back in. Looks like they have found Jayo. Jayo's dead. That's the Aegis popped. Global Stance is now going to be popping the BKB. Jayo, he wants to go back in. He wants to finish off Jules is dead. 2 minutes without Jules. Rappy. Ooh, those bashes. Ice Blast comes in into Jo. Yash, he's gonna do his best with Ben-Hur. They will kill Jo. And it's 2 minutes without Jo, man. Now they go to fly solo. Raksha came down, dying to illusions. But Ben-Hur, they turn straight for Armel, getting the bash. Oh, this is where they can kill. If they kill Armel, this could be it. Jasty Vash, they took care of Bok earlier on. They need to go straight down mid. They need to go straight down the lane and just force the buybacks out.
Okay, so Timber has Tranquils. Oh, I was gonna say he should probably be the one to defend, but they actually have a bit of time. You know, the top lane is gonna meet like here, so there's no worry of that lane pushing in. And after Timber clears this wave, he can just go down mid. I think he's a little low on mana, but he did have BOTs at one point, didn't he? Or no?
No, he did not. But okay.
Crazy.
Buyback out from the Viper. Ben-Hur, he has buyback as well, so I think this is where they need to play the buyback game. With the creeps here, they're going straight for the tier 3 tower bottom lane. They cannot afford to let this become Megas. If this is Megas versus Megas, this is going to be one heck of a game, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, not like it really isn't. And now they go straight for it. Up, all the buybacks galore come out. This is where they need to fight to get the duel up into Ben-Hur. But will Ben-Hur be dead? Yes, they will. Looks like, I think he buys back here. No, they're not gonna buy back.
Might as well get the cooldown going. Like, I don't think you're saving it. They're definitely gonna go down a lane and force you to buy out, so the sooner you do it, the sooner the cooldown is available. And by the way, Weaver went Mjolnir, which is a lot of damage. Good at pulling and clearing waves. Which is probably, I think, half the reason he went for it.
This is a really big opening for Clutch Gamers. If they fight now, they should know that if there's no buyback on the Ancient Apparition, it means there's no Ice Blast as well. He actually went for Necro 3s. That was an all-in play.
That's 4k gold.
No, not like this. I'm feeling internet issues coming again. PQ.
What do you mean not like this?
I'm feeling internet issues coming. I can see my thingy just flip red, green.
Not again, dude.
Not again. Not a time like this. The Halbert's gonna come out disarming the Viper. They're gonna buy time, 30 seconds. They need to buy as much time as they can. Yash right-clicking away into boombacks.
That's the BTB.
They still have the Shrine to fight under.
Yeah, I don't think it does that much anymore, really. They want to be like here, you know.
Okay, nice. Double stun. And you get the Chakram damage out here. He goes for the duel straight into Rappy. Rappy's dead. Immediately buyback. There we go. Wukong's command still going on for quite a while. Bok. This beast of a man. If they die here, they get the stun. Can they kill Bok? Bok is dead. No buyback for 2 minutes on the Legion Commander. This is a big opening.
Pushing out Megas is a hard problem for them, though. It's gonna give them a lot of time for Legion to take over.
Illusion.
Man, how do you even begin to think on how this game is ever gonna end?
He sold his E-Blade to get a Necro free. That's how all in they went.
Oh god, that's
a misplay, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would have stuck with the E-Blade. I think the EB was too big of an item to pass up on, especially against the Legion Commander duel.
I was wondering where the hell that went. Oh. There's a lot happening, guys. You know, you gotta give us a little bit of wiggle room.
And yeah, well, the creep wave is here. They just want to get it across the room. Global Silence is gonna be popped over the bottom of the Timber. If he's dead, this, oh dear, not like this, Rappy.
He's buying so much time.
They're going straight for the tier 4s.
On tier 4 down. They all have TPs except Silence.
Is this it? What is happening? The tier 4s?
They have to try.
Are they doing it? Are they? No way, they do not do this. There's no way in hell they get this the throne, right? Ben-Hur?
You keep saying that, but he's trying.
He's going for it anyways. Jules, buy time. He gets the stun. Doppelganger dodge. He's going for the throne. Okay, this is just awkward as hell. What? No way! No way! He's gonna get it! Are you serious?
Oh, the BM pause. Oh my god.
No effing way! They've done it! What?
Oh man. That timber play just took them way too long, and HappyFeet with the bait. Sick way to end the game. I kind of wrote them off when they all DC'd and the Weaver got caught without buyback, but from there, man, what they did to win this game, I think, cements them.
Oh,
They 3-0
right.
pretty easily. Like, in the first two games, there was no contest at all. And it's nice to see the better team on the day, 3-0. I think they had no right to win this game, but they did.
I don't.
And that's the sign of a good
I
team.
honestly do not know what happened in that ending. That was amazing. That was a. That was.
That's teamwork, man.
That's teamwork right there.
To a cause.
That was the
Like
sacrificial
the
play.
Weaver, he was on like 150 health or some shit. And what does he do? He casts his swarm, he kills the Monkey King, who has no buyback. He was like 100 short, and then he starts hitting the throne. And this PL, his shoulders must be aching after that game.
Ben-Hur,
He put his
Ben-Hur.
team on his back.
He
and
did.
he made so many plays throughout the entire game to just not lose his team the game. There was a lot of pressure on him, and he came through.
Can we just take this opportunity as well to just give a huge shout out to Jules, who constantly found these right impales. Like, yes, he had a negative KD of 113, but still, he was finding these great
Doesn't matter.
stunts. It doesn't matter at all, because the thing is, how important his stuns were every single time. The heroes he was catching without
That's Nick's
buybacks.
for you, man.
That's Nyx, and
He gave away like I don't
wow.
know, probably like 200 duel damage in the end, maybe more. But did it matter? No. LC ended the game with just under 600 duel damage. I think he might regret the Shivas, to be honest.
But
If he went a more fighting-based item, like hell, if he got a Satanic, if he got a Basher, the game might have been different. But this is all hindsight, you know.
But anyways,
Better
ladies and
team
gentlemen,
At least on the day.
yeah.
I think they look quite close from the series we've casted, but
This was
day was
amazing.
HappyFeet's day.
Indeed. And so there we are, ladies and gentlemen. The conclusion of the ESL One Hamburg C qualifiers. HappyFeet will be representing C all the way in Hamburg, and it was amazing. 3-0. It was one-sided, but that third game not so much. They gave us full entertainment value to make up for the first and second game. After 1 hour and 16 minutes, they claimed it, courtesy of a super fat Ben-Hur PL, and great teamwork to synergize with that. So thank you all for tuning in, and thank you for following us on this stream for the C qualifier matches. We hope you've enjoyed the cast so far, and there should be more games coming up soon for the other regions. And I just feel sad for Bok, man. He had 600 dual damage that game, rounded up. He's short of 600, but still, that was a ton. And if you enjoyed the cast, you have any feedback for us, you can let me know at Hades.tv. On Facebook and Twitter, you can find my co-caster at PQMZDota_. Huge shout out to KitKat and everyone that joined Dota and ESL. Thank you for this opportunity to cast. And what about you, PQ? Any last words before we close out the stream?
I echo your thoughts, and congratulations to HappyFeet on a very well-deserved victory.
Huge congratulations to HappyFeet. Jules, if you're out there listening on the stream, dude, J-God. And I hope to see you one day in another LAN again. So, of course, thank you all for watching in on Twitch chat. Of course, huge shout out to all of you guys. You guys are amazing. And we'll see you guys for other broadcasts. Have a good night, everyone.